My name's David Ashinsky, and you're listening to Live Without Limits, Reach Personal Success on a Daily Basis. Live Without Limits podcast is a powerful platform that transcends boundaries of personal growth and mental fortitude. As an eminent name in the personal success podcast sphere, we distill complex issues surrounding personal development, psychology, and mental health in a compelling dialogue format. Our nuanced approach fosters insightful conversations on relationships, offering pragmatic advice to navigate challenging waters. We stand as your trusted beacon to break free from the chains of limiting beliefs, actively promoting a healthier you, a stronger you. With every episode, we pioneer empowering mental transformations, propelling listeners on their individual success trajectories, engaging specialists across various fields, reinforce our commitment towards holistic well-being, ensuring wide-ranging perspectives and innovative strategies, relatable relationships, coupled with science-backed insights, become the catalyst for the meaningful change. Live Without Limits, Reach Personal Success unravels the astonishing potential within you, one podcast at a time. Today's presentation is 4 reasons why you should start confidently saying no. Saying no is hard. I know this. You know this. Everyone knows this. What is more interesting is that everyone also knows that it stinks to say yes to everything that you didn't want to commit to. Yet we all find ourselves in this awkward position, unable to say no, regretting saying yes. This challenge often comes up because we downplay the benefits of saying no when we want to, while overestimating the benefits of saying yes. Saying no has helpful consequences. More accurately, we fear the consequences of saying no more than its benefit. Yet, in a backward way, it is the consequences of saying no that also serve as the benefits, and the benefits far outweigh the consequences. For example, saying no would most likely cause the person asking for your help to leave you alone for a while. In other situations, it might even cause them to decide to never bother you about this issue again. This could be a colleague asking you to do their job for them, or a family member asking for a loan to do something which you aren't sure about. That person may not want to speak to you concerning the matter anymore, but that too can be a benefit. By clearly refusing to get involved, you keep yourself ready and free to accept the things that you are thrilled to be a part of. 2 harsh truths of life to remember are: you have limited resources, time, money, energy, attention. Life moves on with or without you. Once you keep these things in mind, you realize that a lot of the pressure to give a yes will be shed. This in part is settling boundaries. Look seldom at people that need life and death situations in which you are the only source to help them that they have. A lot of the time, It's just someone trying to shed their own responsibilities, get more for less, or serve more boundary whims. Even in situations where you are the only source of assistance, they can get your kids saying yes all the time to still very unhealthy for your sanity and toxic to your development. As a guardian in the example, it's your duty to train them for the real world. And in the real world, you don't always get what you want. There is a limit to how much you can ask of or from someone. By choosing what to ignore, you ultimately decide what you are saying yes to. By actively choosing what to ignore, that is, by saying no to the less important things, you ultimately choose the things that you want to commit to, considering the fact that the quality of your lives ultimately boils down to the choices that we make. Saying no becomes the single most effective means of optimizing those choices, hence optimizing your life. You simply say no until what is absolutely necessary and worthy of your precious time is remaining. Then you say yes. In fact, by actively choosing to say no, you end up training those around you to value your yeses more. You teach them to curate their requests, respect you, optimize their own lives. The four benefits of living a life where you aren't afraid of saying no. You'll likely be happier. Only the activities that you genuinely enjoy are left on your schedule. You can be more focused and productive. Seriously, a lot of people miss opportunities because they divide their attention almost unproductive and unhelpful tasks. They try beautifying their website while ignoring the functionality or try to convince an uninterested stranger on the internet about the quality of their services while ignoring the pressing questions of the white hot ready to buy client. Don't be like most people. You can make a bigger impact. Imagine that you are a farmer, but instead of focusing on weeding your property, you decided to help the kids nearby catch the butterflies. Do you think you would do much farming that day? A knife gets sharper and can cut through thicker objects if it sheds some of its skin through sharpening. If you want to make an impact in whatever field you're in, saying no and remaining laser focused on your own goals will help your results skyrocket. You'll gain respect or stop being taken advantage of as often when people see that you value your time, money, and energy. They would naturally learn to respect it as well. They would cease trying to distract you with frivolities and only come to you when it is needed. Ultimately, by saying no more often and intentionally, you get less of the things you don't want and more of the things that you do want out of life. So start saying no. Final harsh truth of the day is that a lot of people who struggle with saying no are either having boundary issues, struggling with their self esteem, or lack a sense of purpose. They are people pleasing. because they are afraid of how people might react. Indeed, it is a catch-22 situation. You feel bad if you say no, and horrible if you get stuck doing something you despise because you said yes. The way out of this conundrum is oftentimes reminding yourself that saying no is good for you. And remember this, we there are many people who are people pleasing, and what do? They end up being the ones who end up resenting other people simply because they didn't know how to say no. Therefore, it is important to you to choose the things that you want to do and be true to yourself.